Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Cornelia and I'm usually doing videos about lifestyle, how to become better, how to have a happy life, and at the same time how to land a job, to build your CV, to respond to certain questions when you are going to a job interview, because I work with internet acquisition and yeah, basically this is my expertise. In today's video, I wanted to do a follow-up on the discipline video that I've done last week, but I saw someone that wrote a comment asking me to do a video about boredom during studying and how to avoid it. And yeah, because now it's the exam seasons, is the final season, everyone is doing their finals and taking exams at the university and their high school. I think it will be suited to do this week and not wait another week or another few weeks, in fact, because I had other subjects planned. So yeah, today we are talking about boredom during studying, how to avoid it, and I'll give you some tips and tricks that help me. Hopefully this will help you too. First of all, I just want to start by saying that there are two types of studying or learning things. There is something that you want to learn, so you are passionate about it, you are motivated to learn it, and there is the part of learning or studying for subjects at school that you really don't want to study for, but you need to because you want good grades. Basically, this video is for the second situation, because if you want to study something, so yeah, this is something that you want to learn, you will be motivated, so you won't feel boredom while learning it. I don't want to bash anyone or make anyone feel ashamed, like, oh, you're just learning for the grades. It's fine, I've done it myself. I mean, I was the first of my class in also my bachelor program and my master program, and I was learning a lot, and I wanted to have good grades because I wanted to have scholarship, and without scholarship I couldn't live in another city where I was doing my studies. So yeah, I totally understand and don't really need to feel ashamed about wanting to learn just for grades and not just for the importance of the information or something like that. Also, a disclaimer, this is not a video where I'm telling you how to study. If you want, I can do that separately because, as I said, I have a lot of experience in studying. So yeah, I'm just telling you how to avoid boredom. And yeah, sometimes these two subjects can overlap, because if you want to avoid boredom, basically you need to have a more interactive way of studying and active that can keep you motivated and that can keep you entertained, let's say, during studying. So yeah, the first thing that you can do is try to understand the importance of the information that you are trying to learn. This means that you need to find a meaning to the information that you are learning. For example, if you are studying your medical school, of course you need to learn everything, because if you don't know all the symptoms of something, you can misdiagnose a person when you became a doctor and you can kill someone, or I don't know, being accused of malpractice. So yeah, it's best to learn everything, because all the information that you learn will be important in your job. Or for example, if you are doing computer science at the moment and you want to become a web developer, it's best to learn the other subjects as well. Within machine learning, artificial intelligence, as you see, this is a trend now and everyone is shifting to this part of artificial intelligence, AI, yada yada. You don't really need to think about, yeah, I just want to be a web developer, why should I learn machine learning? Because you don't know what type of internship will be when you finish university. You don't know what roles or what will be the trends there. So if you stayed all of your university and learned JavaScript and other things that will help you become a web developer, and when you finish university the only things that you can find are database developer or machine learning engineer, it would have been best if you learn those subjects as well during university and not just do the bare minimum and pass the exam. Finding an importance of the information that you learn is good for avoiding boredom during learning, because this will give a meaning to the information that you are learning and you are not feeling like you just learn something that doesn't have anything to do or doesn't have any importance for you, for your career or for your future life. The second thing, and this is very important, this helped me a lot in my university, is having a studying partner, and this can help you in two ways. The first one is that you can motivate each other to go through it. So yeah, the social and emotional support is very nice to have during these hard times while you are stressed about having a lot of exams and not enough time to learn for all of them. And at the same time, they can make your learning process more interesting, let's say. And I know that me and my colleague my colleague was my roommate at the same time, so we were studying together. A way that we do this learning process, interesting, let's say, was that after every chapter that we were learning independently, we would group and try to assess one another. So we will question one another with things that we've learned and things that we understood from that chapter. And of course, this made all of this learning curve very interesting and more exciting, because you're like, okay, I know that question, and this helped with the retention of the information as well. If you can't find one partner, you can do it with yourself. For example, when you're reading a chapter, you can just write different questions based on the information that you are reading, and at the end of the chapter, you go look in your mirror and ask yourself the questions that you already took while you were reading that chapter. This will make the learning process more exciting, let's say, and active. Other thing that you can do is to prepare for the type of the exam that you'll have, not for the exam per se. It will help you not spend that much time on learning for a certain exam. For example, if the type of the exam that you'll have for a subject is resolving problems, basically all you need to do is understand the algorithm and learn the algorithms on how to resolve certain problems. This will save you much more time. Or for example, if you need to write an essay about a subject that you've learned, you can just understand the main thing of that chapter or that subject, and then you can develop all of the other informations from your head during the exam. So preparing for the type of test is really important, and it will help you save time. And of course, if you save time and you don't spend that much time studying for a certain exam, it will avoid the feeling of boredom, because you won't have the time to get bored. The next thing is that you can schedule your learning progress. So you can have a studying session and a break session. This will help eliminate the boredom, because you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel in each session. You will be like, okay, I feel bored, but I just have like 5 more minutes to learn, and then I'll have 10 minutes break. This depends on your attention span as well. If you have a small attention span, you can schedule like 10-minute session of learning and then 2 minutes break. And then you can start and make the learning session bigger and bigger. And of course, if the learning session is bigger, the breaks will become bigger as well. So yeah, this can motivate you. For example, if you have 1.5 hours window of studying, of course, you can have 1.5 hours after that, and you can do more things that you enjoy during that time. Another thing that you can do to avoid boredom is going and study in libraries or in other cafeteria or other places where a lot of students are studying as well. You are in luck, because everyone needs to take their final exams at the same time. And if you go to all of these places when you see a lot of other students learning at the same time as you, it will make you do the same thing that they already do. This is something from social acceptance. Everyone wants to be accepted in a group, and because they want to be accepted, they will do the same thing that that group is doing. If you put yourself in this situation, all you can do there is just studying. And because you are going to libraries, you won't have that many distractions, because you will have to close your phone. Of course, if your phone clings or rings in a library, everyone would look at you funny. You'll feel bad that you disturbed other students, and that's why you'll close your phone, and every time you'll receive a notification, you even didn't going to notice it, because your phone will be on silent. Then what you do during your breaks is important. Boredom can occur from various reasons. As I said before, because you don't feel like the thing that you are learning is important, and basically you just waste time. This can make you feel bored. Another thing that can make you feel bored while learning is being tired. That's why during your breaks, you need to do anything else but thinking or doing other cognitive activities. You schedule activities in your breaks that can help you really take a break, a cognitive break, because learning is a cognitive activity, and it's one that takes a lot of resources from our mind, from our attention, our motivation, and so on. During your breaks, you need to do a totally different activity from learning and from soliciting your brain, such as cooking, cleaning, going to the gym, going for a walk, do a physical activity, and an activity where you don't use your brain at all, or you use it at its limited resources. If you will be tired all the time, of course the boredom will appear, and it will make it harder for you to stay focused and to learn. You can also use active learning methods to learn. So if you are just staying at that desk and read the text, most likely you will be bored. But if you take notes during reading, or if you write different questions that you can answer after you finish the chapter, or if you are doing like mental maps and are writing different concepts that are linked together, all of these things will make all of this learning process more enjoyable, because it will be exciting. You can do something, you are not just standing there and reading an information and getting bored. Another tip is to buy a gadget or a device and to use it especially for learning. So you need to buy it with this purpose in mind, that is for my learning, it is for my university, for my exams, and so on. For example, you can buy a tablet, an iPad, or even some apps on the phones, or you don't even need to buy some apps. There are a lot of apps for free that can help you learn and that can help you improve your progress. If you buy a device, it will make you feel excited to use it, and because you bought it with this purpose to learn, you will learn and you will eliminate the boredom, as this will be changed with the initial excitement of using a new device. And then the other two tips, I think they are pretty obvious. Don't stay on your phone, don't use social media. I mean, if I were you, I will just close all my social media apps for the 3 weeks, or I don't know, 1 month, when all of my exams are scheduled, because this will make you feel distracted. And at the same time, if you compare the learning activities with the one of staying on social media, of course you will want to stay on social media because it's more exciting, it's more fun, you can chat, you can see what others are doing. So yeah, you will choose that instead of staying and learning, and you will feel like learning is really boring when it's not, just because you compare it with another activity that is really exciting, such as spending time on social media. My last tip is to learn or to do all of these studying activities at a desk and not in bed. And I know that it sounds cliche, or it sounds something that you should do by default, but I was studying in bed a lot because I was staying like in a room with another 3 girls, so yeah, we didn't have that much space, and every time when I stayed in bed I will fall asleep, because of course you associate the bed, so this place, with sleeping, and because you are also bored while learning, you will fall asleep and you'll just not learn anything. Stay at the desk, and you don't have the necessary space to do it, go to a library. As I said, this has other benefits as well. And this is all from my side. I hope that this helped you in avoiding boredom, or at least make this feeling appear less than before. Good luck with your exams, and yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.